All right, so hi there. My name is Dani Pancrazio-Diez, and I am currently the Volunteer and Outreach Coordinator for Integrity Counseling. Today with me, I've got Becky, and she's one of our counselors here at Integrity, and so I'm just going to talk to her a little bit about what she does here. So hey, Becky, how are you doing today?
I'm great. Thank you so much for this opportunity.
Of course, thank you for doing this with us. We know we're just trying to get people to learn a little bit more about our counselors on a little more of a personal basis.
Sure.
So you're a counselor here with us. How long have you been a counselor at an Integrity?
A little over a year.
Excellent. Okay, wonderful. What made you want to become a counselor?
I got my master's degree in social work several years ago. And then I moved to Indiana and was engaged for a while, and my fiance died by suicide.
Oh, gosh.
So it was through my own grief counseling that I decided that I really wanted to give back to the community and eventually earn my clinical license. And life circumstances happened, and I ended up moving back to Illinois. My dad had a stroke and he's paralyzed. So when I moved back here, I realized, okay, you know what? This is where God wants me. This is where I should probably pick up from where I graduated from and pursue my clinical license. And I was looking for volunteer opportunities. And this is when I came across Integrity's website. And I thought, wow, this is a great way to earn my hours, give back to the community, and help people that have been through similar circumstances that really do need a lot of support when it comes to mental health. Plus, with suicide rates being on the rise, it's really critical more than ever, especially with COVID-19, that people get the support that they need. So I'm really glad that I found Integrity, and I'm able to pursue furthering my career. So I'm happy about that.
That's super cool. You know, I am sorry to hear that happened, but I'm glad that you were able to use it to your advantage, especially being able to help other people. And in particular with the pandemic we have going on, there's so many spikes in domestic violence and so on and so forth, and suicide right now. And it's so tough. So how long have you been here specifically at Integrity?
For Integrity, a little over a year. And then I moved back almost 2 years ago.
Okay, all right. So do you currently work outside of Integrity?
I do, yeah. I work at the Child Care Resource and Referral Network, which is where I used to work before. The executive director had heard through the grapevine that I was moving back, so she quickly worked on a job description, and I accepted the job offer. So it was just meant to be that I came back here to help my parents out.
Okay.
So I work at the Child Care Resource and Referral Network. I help providers improve their programs for state and for pursuing further goals that they have. So.
Okay, that's super cool. So it's kind of fun. You kind of get that aspect and then the counseling aspect here at Integrity.
Yep. Yeah, I kind of got the best of both worlds right now. Yeah, because I get to work with child care providers. And I also get to put my master's degree to good use too. So my undergrad is in child development and family life.
Oh, wow. You really get to bring it all together. That's pretty cool. I love it.
Yep. Yeah, it is. I can't complain. You know, I really do have the best of both worlds, and I have support from both supervisors that if I need to leave for a meeting at either place, it's perfectly fine. So yeah, I couldn't ask for a better fit right now.
That's so great. So what do you like about volunteering at Integrity specifically?
You know, I really admire Dawn and Luella for everything that they do in the community. They're so well respected, and I'm just thrilled to be part of it. They offer so many different classes, and the fact that it is, catered to people that can't afford regular counseling, that it's just open to people, and it's a very open-minded facility. It's just great. I can't say enough good things about it.
I can hop on that train right there with you. I've been volunteering at Integrity for about a year, a little over a year now, and the whole aspect of pay as you can is just so fantastic. I mean, mental health services are so expensive even with insurance. So no,
yes.
Gosh, it's tough. So I love it too. It's super great. So what sort of things do you specialize in treating?
I was doing a grief and loss class. It was a grief support group, and I loved doing that. We had a really good group of people. And it was a total of 7 sessions. But after the 4th session, due to COVID-19 policies, I wasn't allowed to have the class anymore.
Sure.
So that was a big letdown, was not being able to do my small group. We couldn't offer it online because of the nature of the course. So,
Okay.
but yeah, that was my big thing that I was doing. And I do individual counseling for, people who are going through grief and loss, anxiety, basically whatever they need to talk about is what I do. I focus on, I like to do supportive therapy,
Okay.
CBT, things like that. So
Okay. So cognitive.
it just really depends on the individual. It can go so many ways.
Oh gosh, it really can. You can really just kind of cherry pick through them and whatnot. All right.
Yes. Yeah. That's why when the question came up, what kind of therapy, I'm like, well, it really depends on the client.
That makes sense, right? And if anything, I feel like that's a great answer, because then that means, you can be adaptable and adjust and whatnot. So that's fantastic.
Yeah. But so I just kind of I like the general answer of, supportive. I really like strength-based. All of us have strengths, and it's, really important to point that out to clients. So
I agree. I did an interview with another counselor, Jaylene, and she also mentioned that strength-based therapy is something that she liked to do. And I really like that too, because then you're kind of working more off of what you have instead of trying to create something completely new, if that makes sense.
Right. Right. Absolutely.
So what populations do you typically work with?
Mostly young adult to adult.
Okay. All
Yep.
right. Well, fantastic. All right. Well, that's all the questions I have for you today. Thank you so much for doing this interview with us, and for, just so everybody can get to know a little bit more about you. And just thank you so much, Becky.
Sure. You're welcome. Glad this worked out.